Picture this: President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa in the Oval Office for a crucial meeting. A meeting that could shape the future of international relations between two powerful nations. It's the Trump presidency, where usual diplomatic norms have long exited. The atmosphere is unpredictable, and anything could happen. Ramaphosa, known for his calm demeanor, steps into a potential lion's den. He is aware of the challenges but remains composed. Trump had been tweeting about South Africa's land reform, setting the stage for a tense encounter. His tweets had already stirred controversy and concern. The Oval Office air was thick with anticipation. Both leaders knew the importance of this meeting. Trump, a megaphone in hand, was ready to confront. His approach was direct and often abrasive. Ramaphosa aimed to represent his country and suggest Twitter isn't the best source for foreign policy. He hoped for a more nuanced discussion. The clash of styles was immediate, less about understanding and more about winning an argument. Each leader had their own agenda. This wasn't just a quirky anecdote. Stakes were high. The outcome of this meeting could have lasting impacts. U.S.-South Africa relations were shaky, and this meeting could mend or worsen them. Both nations had much to gain or lose. For South Africa, maintaining a relationship with a superpower like America is crucial. Economic and political stability depended on it. For Trump, it was a chance to show toughness. He wanted to project strength and decisiveness. The world watched, popcorn in hand. Everyone was eager to see how this high-stakes drama would unfold. This was diplomacy in the Trump era. Unpredictable, confrontational, and always in the spotlight. Presidential briefings are typically serious affairs, filled with pie charts, graphs, and aides who are all business. Trump, however, took a different approach, embracing a Hollywood flair that was both unexpected and dramatic. To emphasize his point about South Africa, he dimmed the lights in the Oval Office, creating an atmosphere more akin to a suspenseful movie scene. A video projector was brought out, displaying a series of news clippings that were creatively sourced, though not all were accurate. Some of these images were actually from the Democratic Republic of Congo, mistakenly presented as South African visuals. Another clip showed a memorial, which was misleadingly suggested to be a burial site, adding to the confusion. The intent behind this presentation was clear: create a grim narrative, where facts were secondary to the story being told. Trump included a clip of Julius Malema, portraying his words as if they were official policy, which they were not. Ramaphosa's team later stepped in to clarify that Malema was not part of their government, countering the narrative. This entire spectacle seemed designed to put Ramaphosa on the defensive, creating diplomatic tension. Trump wasn't merely posing questions. He was making bold accusations, stirring the political pot. It was a calculated gamble, relying heavily on shock value and drama to provoke a strong reaction from the audience and the world. Ramaphosa, in a darkened Oval Office, watched a conspiracy theory slideshow. Instead of reacting angrily, he stayed calm. Reports describe a leader who remained composed amid accusations. He listened, letting Trump have his say. Ramaphosa understood the game, choosing dignified patience over aggression. His composure was a statement, refusing a shouting match. He suggested understanding South Africa by listening to South Africans. Ramaphosa's delegation included well-known South Africans, subtly broadening the picture. Their presence reminded Trump of South Africa's complexity. It was a masterclass in keeping cool under pressure. Ramaphosa played diplomatic chess while Trump played checkers. Imagine Elon Musk, the man aiming for Mars, in this Oval Office drama. Perhaps invited for tech talks, Musk witnessed a geopolitical spat. One can only speculate on his thoughts. Watching POTUS present. Interesting PowerPoint. Musk, accustomed to public spectacle, faced a new frontier. The absurdity of the scene must have been striking. Musk, known for unfiltered pronouncements, might have felt kinship with the chaos. Would he interject or remain a silent observer? His presence added irony to the affair. Leaders discussed sensitive issues, while Musk likely pondered solutions. Musk's reaction mirrored the bewilderment many felt watching politics unfold. The Trump Doctrine. Diplomacy as primetime spectacle. This episode with Ramaphosa wasn't isolated. It was classic Trump. Foreign policy resembled a reality TV show pilot. Leaders visiting the White House faced diplomatic roulette. Would they get a handshake or a public dressing down? The goal was projecting strength and appealing to Trump's base. It was about dominance, being the loudest voice. Trump tapped into cultural grievances resonating with his electorate. The performance mattered more than accuracy. It was foreign policy as a campaign rally. Seasoned diplomats were left scratching their heads. Traditional protocols were tossed aside for public confrontations. It was never boring, and Ramaphosa got a front-row seat. South Africa's gentle pushback. Actually, Mr. President, Ramaphosa faced accusations and a dramatic video presentation. His team had to push back gently. They clarified Malema's views weren't those of the government. It was a polite but firm rebuttal. The delegation emphasized their commitment to democracy. They aimed to correct mischaracterizations about South Africa. Ramaphosa saw the meeting as a chance to present facts. He had to be respectful yet firm in defending his country's reputation. It was about finding the diplomatic sweet spot. By most accounts, he managed to walk that tightrope skillfully. The aftermath. Handshakes, hope, and a whole lot of head-scratching. The recent diplomatic visit was filled with moments that left many pondering the true outcomes. After the theatrics, Ramaphosa described the visit as a great success, highlighting the positive aspects and potential for future collaboration. He focused on potential progress rather than Oval Office drama, emphasizing the importance of looking beyond the surface. Ramaphosa suggested the confrontation wasn't the whole story, hinting at deeper discussions that took place behind closed doors. He downplayed Trump's presentation, emphasizing productive discussions that were more significant than any public disagreements. Once cameras were off, a substantive exchange was possible, allowing leaders to engage in meaningful dialogue without the pressure of public scrutiny. Ramaphosa aimed to shift Trump's perspective on South Africa, hoping to foster a better understanding and stronger ties. He reported progress on trade talks, bridging political divides and opening doors for future economic partnerships. Gifts were exchanged, a classic diplomatic gesture that symbolizes goodwill and mutual respect. Despite tension, the meeting underscored the need for dialogue, reminding everyone that communication is key in resolving differences. Even when leaders clash, talking is better than not talking, as it paves the way for understanding and potential resolution. Ramaphosa's visit was a reminder of the unpredictable ride of international relations, where every handshake and conversation can lead to unexpected outcomes.